Hi legends, are we about to get a rejection year from the price of Bitcoin? There's something a little bit concerning which I would like to share with you in this update, so stay tuned until the very end to not miss out on any alpha. And remember legends, down in the description of this video, you will see that I've got under exchanges Bluffin with that 15% cashback that's only available for 3 more days. So go and take advantage of this offer right now by selecting the link downstairs, and also no KYC required. The money that you deposit into your 𝗖𝗍 account on Bluffin, you will receive 15% cash back. So go sign up and come trade with me. Let's go and analyze the price of Bitcoin together. Looking at Bitcoin here on the 1 hour time frame, I also highlighted a trade yesterday to our Legends trading community. Okay, we were tracking this bearish pattern here to the upside, and when we lost trend, as you can see inside of our Legends Discord community is where I highlighted the trade. Okay, they had already played out, but this is basically where I highlighted it. I entered. During the break, I had my stop loss above the high, and I had 2 TP areas highlighted. As you can see, TP1, you have to take profits on the way down because you never know if the price of Bitcoin is going to surprise you and go and stop you out at a loss. So as we were moving down here, I said, legends, there's the TP1. We are keeping some of the position open for lower levels to go and hit that 0.382 level. And then we protected our position. I took some profits over here. And then this morning when I woke up, I saw I got stopped out at break even, but still profits in the bag nonetheless. And now when we look at the price of Bitcoin, you can see, okay, this is exactly where we entered. And then when I take a fib here from the low to the high that we've made over here, the one thing that is concerning about this momentum here to the upside is you can see that we have front run, okay, the 382 level, nearly tapping the TP2 area for me and then stopping me out at break even. But I did take profits here by the 0.236, also like I've highlighted yesterday during my live stream. The concerning thing about the price action over here is that when you have an impulse to the upside, the corrective structure, okay, needs to at least tap one of the fib levels over here to confirm continuation here to the upside. The fact that we have not tapped the 0.382 over here increases the probabilities that this move here to the upside could still be part of the corrective structure after the impulse to the upside. So what I'm now looking at is, just take the scribble here out the way, is to say that, well, this still looks like a potential 3-wave corrective structure here to the downside, where we could have an ABC flat, basically where the B wave takes the A, B wave takes the high of the impulse, and then we go and we smack back down. What's also beautiful about the rejection area for a B wave here between the 1.236 and the 1.382 is that it has confluence with this trend over here, and it also has confluence with potentially grabbing the liquidity above this high over here. So what you would like to see is potentially a move up here, okay, your SFP inside of this box, also in confluence with this trend, and we find momentum to the downside to then go and tap a common fib level so that we can speculate on that momentum back to the upside to go and build a bigger impulse. Legends, also what I'm looking at over here is, it's not to say that we have to move up to this area, because I am spotting some local bearish CVD building up with this momentum here. We could also fall down here and then go and tap either the 382, the 50%, or the 618. But what you would like to see, okay, you would like to see us stay above this trend that we've broken out over here, okay? So any retracement from this zone needs to create ultimately still that higher low, okay, for continuation here to the upside. The most obvious level of confluence that I do see here on the way down, and it depends on whether we are first going to go and reject here by the 382 level, okay, in confluence with this trend, and then move down, or we just move down from where we are right now, is this daily level at $54,000. Okay, so if the price still moves up here, I will simply drag my Fibonacci up, okay? And then you can also see that if we do reject by this trend over here, that this 50% fib level has perfect confluence with the daily, where we could potentially see that rejection or a fake out, and we get a nice bounce here on the 50% fib level for continuation here to the upside. Also, just to show everyone where I get this trend from, when I zoom out a little bit, it's a simple trend connecting these 2 highs over here, okay? So from the fall that we had, I'm just connecting this pivot against this pivot, and we have not had the third touch just as yet. from a probability perspective, it is always good to see A, B, C point, and then usually by the D point you start breaking out. So it would be nice to get that little touch and the fake out. You continue momentum here to the downside, perhaps bouncing here on the 50% fib level in confluence with the daily level, and then get the momentum here back to the upside. But what is important about the structure, legends, is that we need to form that higher low. Okay, there is, however, still the possibility. I need to look at all scenarios that could potentially play out here. Is, well, what if the correction is done, okay, and the market front run the levels that we are looking at over here? One of two things can happen over here is, like I've discussed, if we fall down here, I want us to find support when you take a fib from the low to the high at key Fibonacci levels, and we can go down as low as the 786 here by $50,000, 700. Okay, there's also a scenario, but it feels like it's highly unlikely because we didn't tap a proper Fibonacci level with this retracement here to the downside, is that we could, okay, break out from here. And what I would like to see is some nice green volume kicking in, claiming this high. Okay, you want to see a solid breakout. You retest this area into support for continuation. I just don't like the scenario over here, but we have to acknowledge that the market is here to surprise us because of where we bounced over here. Not tapping an important fib level reduces the probabilities for this scenario over here. So any momentum here to the upside for me still looks three wavy for another correction to the downside, tapping a proper fib level where we can then see continuation to the upside. Then also, just taking some of the mess here out the way, we are also inside of this contracting diagonal over here. So from a shorting perspective, definitely a possibility. Okay, you tap the top of the channel in confluence with the diagonal trend and those B wave targets that I've just shared with you, and you find continuation here to the downside, lose the trend. We always have to consider the idea that we can still come and take the lows over here. Okay, so you really want us to find support when you take a fib from the low to the high, whether the high is over here or whether the high still needs to be formed. You really want to see us not break and lose the 786 level over here from a deeper retracement perspective at $51,000.86. So if we do get a rejection here and we fall here to the downside, we lose the 50%, we lose the daily level. You really want to see us find support at the 618 and the 786 at $51,886. Losing the 786 over here, and if you're going to start tapping the 0.88, you then increase the probabilities that you can have a little bounce here to the upside and then take the low, right? So it's important, like I've mentioned yesterday in my live stream as well, that we make a higher low to confirm momentum here to the upside, building that bullish structure. And it could either be an ABC or 1, 2, 3, but at least we are finding that upwards momentum here to the upside, of which the next target I'll be looking at over here is $65,328. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to join our Legends trading community, first link down in the description. Hit the like if you enjoyed the content over here, subscribe for future notifications, and until the next one, cheers for now.